Hello, and welcome to Christ Consciousness 1. So today I did some channeling and I was talking to Mary Magdalene, and I decided to bring some of the information that I got from her. And also, I'm going to channel a message from her because there's some things that I learned that I haven't heard people talking about, and I just want to bring that out. So, um, I went through an experience where I lived in a house, and I'm not going to go into all the details, but what she brought to my attention today was that because of the experience that I had, I ended up becoming a vibrational match to 2D consciousness. Okay? So the reason I'm talking about this is because I've made it back to Christ consciousness, but I need to go into detail a little bit about 2D and the elementals and how they are only a certain frequency and a certain consciousness. Like, for example, the color blue, it's only the color blue, and that's all it knows, and that's it. So, like, since I stayed in that house for longer than I wanted to, the energy, for some reason, I downloaded it, sponged it up, whatever, and I ended up, what she told me is that I was feeding off of the energy vampires, and the energy vampires are like 2D. So whenever I think of an energy vampire, they are gray or black, and elementals can be, any shape and size. They mostly live, well, I guess the positively oriented ones mostly live in like nature. But these ones were different because the house that I lived in did not have Christ consciousness in it, the people, and the house didn't have it. It was over 100 years old, and it's a long story. So she told me that because I became a vibrational match, my heart wasn't able to be grounded in my body. So I'm kind of talking through this a little bit because it was really, really something really hard for me that I went through. And I didn't understand. My brain didn't understand like what I was going through. So with the understanding that a 2D conscious being only has like basically like this is like 2D. Like, so it is, a Hawaiian looking thing, and it's blue, and that's it. That's all it's ever going to be. That's it. It's not going to grow arms or legs or become Christ consciousness. It's going to stay this. This is what it is. So when you have like you're a part of energies that are lower vibrational, considered 2D, they only have a certain level of consciousness. They can't grow anymore. I mean, it probably would take a really long time for them to even, I don't even know if they have the ability. I think when I channeled her, she said that they don't, but I didn't ask that. So I'll have to, hopefully she'll talk about it. But anyway, so I'm going to channel, hopefully I mentioned that I'm going to channel Mary Magdalene. So, but anyways, I have questioned a lot of things about, sorry, I got an itch. You know, like, kind of like, how did I get out of that? How do I get out of it? How do I, not be a vibrational match to that type of energy? which, because I was thinking to myself, like, I'm not normally. That's not my normal frequency. My normal frequency is this one. And recently, over the last week or two ago, I have realized that I wasn't in my body for the longest time. I was basically in and out. But now I've kicked out some things, and gotten rid of some agreements that I had. I'm present now. And you can feel it. I'm here. I'm staying here. No one's going to stop me no more. Not anymore. Not at all. So, anyways, back to the 2D. So, she told me that I had to make a decision, like a heart decision, to choose whether I wanted to stay in the lower vibrational energy or choose Christ consciousness. And during the conversation, I learned that when people say, do you take Jesus into your heart? Because this just recently happened. I was listening to Brandon Biggs, and at least I think his name is Biggs, last name or whatever. And he started talking about taking Jesus into your heart. And when I lived in that house, I didn't really, I would channel Yeshua, but it wasn't because I was such a lower vibrational. Like I don't know how it all happened, but basically, like, I wasn't able to connect anymore, probably because she said my heart wasn't grounded. So, I've struggled with making the connection to Yeshua. I'm in and out. Like, I can do it sometimes, and other times it's like I'm scared too, because Yeshua was the one that I channeled the most behind me. And so when I was not having my heart in my body and I wasn't present in my body, I wasn't able to channel, because when I was channeling, I was channeling lower vibrational energy, which I didn't recognize. I didn't know. I mean, how was I supposed to know? I went through a bunch of stuff and lost my memory. I forgot. And you know, the thing about that too is, like, when you are not present in your body, you don't remember what goes on and what happens to your body. You check out. Like, you're out, completely out. I'm not completely out, I'm in. But what I'm saying is, like, people have talked about when they have an experience as a child where they don't remember, they block it out. It's not really that you blocked it out. You literally jumped out of your body. So, because you weren't able to experience the thing that your body was experiencing. But when you come back into your body, you still are going to feel it as if it's happening right now, which is why you have to clear and clean your energy. Now, making sure that I'm staying on track here, so because I don't want to talk for forever. So Brandon Biggs was saying to take Jesus into your heart, and I was like, I thought I did that already. And so I was like, okay, let's just, Then I noticed that he's an open channel, and my energy is really loud. So, like, I just assumed that he probably was picking up on something in my energy. So anyways, my heart, my little lady, which is my inner child, chose to accept Jesus back into my heart. Now, before this, I was noticing that my mind and my heart were not able to connect. And I didn't understand. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense to me, because I have been doing channeling I woke up in 2012. This is not normal to me, that I'm not able to get a normal channeling. So I have struggled with it for quite a while. But The reason is because so like what I learned trying to get through to this is that when they're saying to take Jesus into your heart, Jesus is the Christ consciousness, which is the higher mind, which is the higher consciousness, which is considered the Christ consciousness. So you're literally taking Christ consciousness into your heart. And one thing that bothers me, which I'm just now learning about this, but I'm just going to express how I feel about it, whether I'm right or wrong is to be determined, is that they say that Jesus is your savior. But the truth is Jesus is not outside of you. Jesus is Christ consciousness inside of you. So when you put Jesus and Christ consciousness in your heart, you're guided. You get information, you get downloaded, you get light codes, you get information download. You're getting constant Christ consciousness energy. And that's amazing. I'm so glad I found this out today. That's just so great. I've been talking about this for a while, that creator, like Christ consciousness, is neutral. It's a particle being. It is energy in all forms. It's neutral. So then the other thing that she told me is that whether you, so what I had to do, okay, going back a little bit, what I had to do, 11:44 on the timer, is I had to choose if I wanted Christ consciousness or if I wanted to stay low vibrational. Oh, I forgot why I was talking about that. I already talked about that. I just remembered and then it just left. Maybe it'll come back. God, that's such a disappointment when that happens. I was so excited about it. It was like, boing. Okay, I got it. Okay. So I just had to wait for it to come back. So what she told me is since I chose Christ consciousness, and I chose Christ consciousness long before I took Jesus into my heart. Like earlier today, I got the message that I have not been respecting my heart. And, if you don't respect your heart, then, who's going to respect your heart? It's your job. So you feel the truth that you respect your heart. Now I respect my heart. I do. My heart, my little lady, my inner child definitely respect my heart now. But basically what I'm saying is that I was struggling to receive. Now remember, I was struggling to receive Christ consciousness because I lost trust in my ability to channel because I was so low vibrational. Now I'm not. Now I'm here. I'm present. My heart, my pink heart. So now it's more accurate, which is great because I was questioning this, I knew that I could channel, but then there was sometimes there was influence, and now I just don't even put up with that anymore. I'm just no, clear my energy, get it out of here. But so since I talked to her, I have learned that I'm not 2D and I am accepting Christ consciousness into my heart, which is like accepting Jesus as your savior, even though I'm my own savior. I'm my own person who's going to help me. I mean, God is going to help me. Christ consciousness is going to help me. But I have to choose to make the decision to accept that into my heart. That's when we can actually grow, because without Christ consciousness, we just stay simple 2D or 3D, because technically you're a physical person, but your consciousness is probably 3D until you accept Christ consciousness into your heart. because that's when you're guided. That's when you get the light codes. That's when you get all the information. I mean, Christ consciousness is infinite. It's omnipresent. It's ultimate intelligence. It's infinite intelligence. It's always creating, always moving, always doing, always everything, all the time. Never ending. It's just never ending. So accept Christ consciousness into your heart. Do it. It's worth it. Okay. So now I'm gonna ask Mary Magdalene. I feel like I explained that pretty good. Hopefully everyone can understand that. And thank you for watching my videos. I forgot to say that in the beginning. I should have. I'm really, really, really like happy and excited because I'm just like, it's like a lone channel, you know, and I'm like, it's out in the middle of nowhere, like a buoy out there. I was like, I don't know if anybody's gonna watch my stuff. I didn't share it around or anything. So if you want to share it, like, that'd be awesome. But anyways, getting back. I'm gonna channel Mary Magdalene now. Gotta get comfortable. Yes, I am Mary Magdalene. I wish to speak to you all. I am Mary. I am soft and kind. Most of you do not know who I am, but I will give you a background. I am Yeshua's wife. I am the Christed feminine of all that is. I live inside of each of you as I am Source. Source is the creator of all that is. I am speaking within Christine as she is channeling my voice. She is nervous that she is not listening and saying the right words. She gets nervous, but she does know what she's doing. So I will continue. Peace lives inside all of you. You are peace. When you are present and in harmony with your heart. When Christ lights up inside you, the divine is creating a light that is deep within, coming from your soul star chakra. The soul star chakra receives the divine light codes. When Christine speaks of the two-dimensional elemental kingdom, she speaks of the negatively oriented energies. She did not mention this as she was caught in the moment of speaking about her experience. So I will reiterate some things that she was speaking about. When she expressed that she had to make a decision to choose Christ consciousness, it was in her heart that she chose the light to become an evolutionary soul to assist the human collective. She chose this in her heart to be of service to the population. And when she chose this, her heart was able to receive the light. And as she received the light, she started to fill her heart with joy and Christ consciousness. It lives inside each and every one of you who are watching this video. She is pleased with your presence and knows that you will receive so much more in your heart when she is speaking, now that you know the truth of who she is. I am Mary Magdelene, and I am choosing Christ consciousness for my soul's evolution, as it is bringing in the light that we all share in our universal consciousness. We hold the light in each one of us, and because of this, we are all connected through universal hearts. The universal Christ consciousness is not just in human form, but it is in the cosmos. There are many light beings who hold the Christ consciousness throughout the universe, and they will accommodate in any way that you wish. They will assist you even when you feel that you are unworthy, because they are here to assist and raise the consciousness of the human collective. We are calling out to the Christed body of light to hold the frequency of the Christ consciousness that we all share. As we continue to hold the frequency, we can share with others who are unaware of Christ consciousness. They may not know what it is, but they will feel the love that is shared throughout the collective. We are here to help and assist in any way we are asked. Peace be unto you, and request us, and we will respond. I am complete. That's awesome. I just want to point one thing out, and then I'm gonna complete the video. I know there's a lot of people out there who feel like they're not worthy of receiving love. But like what she said, it's up to us to ask. And we're in the process of learning and growing. So how can we not be worthy? We have to be worthy. We're growing. That'd be like telling a child, Well, you're not worthy because you haven't learned yet. That's impossible. You just have to teach the baby. You teach the child. That's what they do. That's what they're doing for us. They know we don't know everything. That's why we got to become channels and download the light codes so we can teach each other. I'm excited for this channel. my channel, This Christ in One, because it's going to get good. Anyways, you are worthy of receiving teachings. So receive them. I'm super excited. This is awesome. Okay, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for watching. Did I say thank you for watching? Anyways, until we meet again.